After Twisted the Mist, we tried, of course, again to do something different and to start at zero again and come up with some good new ideas. We had a very good start because in the songwriting, because we were asked to write a song for a computer game called Sacred, and that was the beginning of the songwriting for the new album. So we tried to create a song which was a little bit soundtrack orientated to fit to a fantasy computer game, and that came out really good. The fans liked it, and that was the start of the songwriting for the new album. And it was a really good start because it took the pressure away. We had something in the back already, and we continued to write material in this storytelling mood with a little bit epic soundtrack appearance. And I think that fits very well to Blind Guardian because it combines the modern elements of Twist in the Mid with this rhythm and the dynamic the last two albums provide. It contains the epic style of a night at the opera, like Silence, without the orchestra. And we also brought in some classical, traditional Blind Guardian elements like the choirs and the guitar work we have in previous albums. And I think the balance we found is the magic the new album has.
What is powerful enhancing your orchestral parts? Do you plan having a live show with a full orchestra?
In a tour it's not possible to bring an orchestra on stage because it is natural instruments and most stages do not provide an acoustic that will sound good for natural instruments. And the second point is if you need a big orchestra for this sound, and this is really expensive. So we are thinking about, right now we are working on an orchestra project also, which will hopefully be released in 2 years. And maybe we create our own festival again. And so one night we could bring the orchestra project on stage. And the other night we could play with Blind Guardian, play the orchestral songs with orchestra. So that is our dream right now, to do this one night as a real Blind Guardian festival.
Like another Blind Guardian scenario.
Yes.
So the album cover and the artwork is very particular. Does it have any special meaning?
I think it's a little bit about. It contains elements of the lyrics, like Wheel of Time, and Hansi wrote the concept of the artwork, and Philippe, our artist, brought in very nice own ideas. So he had the idea to do little graphics for each song. He's a big Blind Guardian fan, and he said, yes, I will do something special for you. And now we have, I think, the nicest booklet and artwork we ever had in the city. But yeah, it was Hansi's concept.
Yeah, alright. What can you tell us about the video of Voice in the Dark?
It's yeah, what can I say about the video? It's a really nice story about a young man who is who's trying to find himself, and yeah, it's a fantasy story. This guy is at the edge of a pyramid with a wizard, and the wizard is helping him to find his inner self. And we are involved in a very nice way. So we are inside the pyramid performing, and the whole thing looks really awesome in my point of view.
I have a curiosity about the single. It contains a cover of You Are the Voice. Blind Guardian often choose to cover songs far from the metal scene. Choose one.
Actually, we were touring in Spain last year for the festivals, and we were in a bus, and that song was on the radio, and I was yelling to Hansi, "Hey Hansi, that's a nice song, why don't we cover it?" And he said, "Yeah, sure, do it, record something." And then I recorded it, and he sang, and I think Hansi's performance is outstanding. So it really came out great, and we are very happy with this cover version.
You've been playing with Blind Guardian for a long time. Do you remember any pleasant or difficult moment in your career?
Yes, of course. I think one of the most impressive moments were here at the Wacken Festival, when we played in front of 70,000 people as the headliner band, and everybody was singing the songs. And then when we played the Bard song, it was like you could see everybody, even in the last row, everybody was singing the Bard song, and it was like just breathtaking, and we were like almost scared. It was outstanding, and one of the most tragic and most sad moments was when Toman left the band, because we have been very, very good friends for 20 years then, and that was really sad for everybody, but it had to be done, of course, and there was no other way for us, but still it is a sad point of the Blind Guardian history.
Is there any place you would like to perform live where you haven't been playing yet?
Yeah, of course, the movement.
That would be cool.
Yeah. We have been on every continent, and we have like loyal fans everywhere around the world. If it would be our choice, we would play every city in the world, but unfortunately you don't have the promoters and the venues, so we can only go the places where every band goes, and our tour will be very, very huge. We will tour 18 months, but unfortunately, I mean, there's no more. If there's more places to go, we will come. We will be there.
What part of a musician's life you like the most? In the recording, touring?
It has both very nice points and very bad points. So I like to have a change very often, because if you do one thing for too long, it gets boring or too exhausting. For example, if you would tour like 6 months in a row in a bus, you maybe couldn't do it because you were dead. So then in the tour, the good point is going on stage, playing the show. That is really, really awesome, and I like it every night. But the traveling part, that you are in the bus all the time driving, you cannot relax, you cannot be alone, you have no privacy at all. You cannot do that for long. So that is the negative point in the touring, but the very awesome point is to see the fans and to play the shows. In the studio, you have it's a bit different. The good point is you are at home, you can relax, you are with your family, and you can be creative, which I cannot do during touring. So I can really be creative, and that's the fun point. But being in the studio, working on the songs, is always a very hard process. Once you enter the studio, it's very tough working style. You are very exhausted when you perform like 8 hours a day. It's like, then it's really hard and exhausting. And after some weeks you are completely like brain exhausted. And you maybe don't have the distance to your own songs. You're so deep into it that you cannot see mistakes anymore. And so for me it's good to do this like 1-2 months and then do something different again. Always switch, that you get a free mind and that your body can refresh and recharge, and then you can bring always a good quality level. Because when you're too exhausted or too brain fucked, then nothing good will come out, and I don't like this.
Think about the music piracy and the great diffusion of the peer-to-peer networks.
Okay, I think that I don't like piracy at all, of course, but if somebody handles it in a good way, then you say, okay, I have the chance to listen to all the metal music that comes out, yeah, and then I decide what I like, and the things that I really like, that I listen every day, I go in the shop and buy. If you do this, it's fine for me. You can copy it before, I don't care. But there's some people, and I even have some friends like this, and I hate them for that, they are so used to get everything for free that they buy nothing at all. And that's bullshit, because then you kill your favorite bands. I have some favorite bands, and they are even friends of mine, and they cannot live from music anymore. So they go for regular jobs, their creativity goes down, the band dies. And that's not what I want, because they are my favorite bands. I want to support those bands I like. And so my opinion, or how I live it, I am a metal fan too. I'm not only a musician, I am a metal fan. And I buy all my favorite bands. I buy the CDs, and the rest I only give it a try and then decide. So just be fair, that's all I ask for.
So if you want to greet your Italian fans from Heavyworlds,
yeah, well, we will see you soon, and that's great. We can't wait to play in Italy again, and